What up, everybody, and welcome back to Chat and Chill. Now, I'm going to get straight into this story to do with the NHS doctors offering to basically have the sex of the choice of your unborn child. Now, before I get too far into the actual bit of the story, I do want to play you a quick clip regarding this story and how the procedures are. So roll it.
My NHS hospital would have a little fit if a patient going abroad, not just going abroad, but also going abroad to have a possibly gender selection. I think my chief executive would have a little heart attack. Most of the couples I see, I must say, are of Indian background. They are coming for boys. There's a very strong cultural push for it because it even affects their inheritance, etc. if you don't have a boy in the family.
Can I tell our GP about it? We have a good relationship.
No. You can say all you can say is you are going for an IVF.
Quite a few couples from UK.
Oh really? There's quite a few come over here.
7 couples from UK coming here.
And all for the same thing, they just want to balance their family sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah, same purpose. We are asking for girls, Indians for boys, that's fine, that's typical.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, there's a lot of cultural.
Boys.
Yeah.
Now, as you can see from that video, you can basically see a couple of doctors there. One doctor explaining what the procedure is and how the NHS boss would be absolutely mad if he ever found out what they were doing. You also had another doctor basically explaining that you don't basically go and tell your GP, you go and tell them you're having an IVF. And then obviously at the last bit of the video, you can also see another gentleman sitting down basically talking about, the most common people that tend to be looking for these gender choice babies. I don't know if that's even the word. But being Indians are usually very popular. Everybody knows Indians love to have a male. White people apparently prefer to go for a chick. So yeah, that's just the way it is, and that's just the way it has been. Now people pay up to £14,000 altogether on this procedure, from just a checkup alone being around 500 quid. A checkup alone. I was seeing one part of the story that medication can go from £2,500 to £3,000. Also, what happens within these procedures is that they basically they book a private hospital or private doctor area, GP, whatever in London. I didn't really see the area, and so it's a private clinic. And then they basically recommend you for overseas. Now overseas can go from, you got Dubai that offer that kind of stuff, Greece and so on and so forth. Again, if you really want to get into it, do your own goddamn research and you figure out all the countries. I gave you 2, I think there's another one, but I gave you 2. You comprendo? Yeah, Kalamanana and Namanamana. But anyways, so it's a crazy procedure. For me, I don't really see the problem with it. Now, if you didn't know, it is illegal in this country. Just gotta read the actual name. In the Human Fertilization and Embryological Act of 2008. Sue me if I said that incorrectly. I do apologize. So it has been illegal in this country for a while now. Me personally, I don't think there should be an issue with people wanting to choose the gender of their kid. I think, why not? We're out here pulling in the weight to make the babies, i.e. having a great night. And you then can't even decide whether you get a girl or boy. Now, some people might think that's the whole thrill of it, not really knowing, is it a girl, is it a boy? You know, you can have the whole dream of it, and people enjoy the aspect of then having a gender reveal party. Where some cases both couples don't have a clue whether it's a boy or a girl, and they've had to go to have the scanner done, and the doctor not actually telling them if it's a girl or boy yet, and something. So there's so many procedures you can go through by doing it traditionally, not knowing. But I think in this day and age, we're at a situation now where people wanna know, especially if you're in Indian culture. It's also mentioned that they should have a boy in their family. It's almost absolutely a no that they can't have all girls. There has to be at least one lad. So it kind of makes sense for that. And then usually it's quite traditionally known that, especially in the white community, that the mothers usually always want a daughter, which is just something that happens. So traditionally, yeah, that's probably why Indians and a lot of white people, I guess, are very fond of this treatment and would like to use it to create some babies of genders of their choice. Again, I don't really see anything wrong with it. I don't even know why it's a big-ish story. I mean, I know it's illegal, so I guess they can all lose their jobs and yippity-doo. They're making good money. They are using private clinics, not public clinics. Some of them being NHS doctors, some of them not. Among them right now is 4 doctors doing this procedure right now in the UK or in Britain. And yeah. It's crazy. Do let me know in the comment section below. Would you do this procedure if you can afford it? I mean, 14 grand up to altogether is pretty expensive. But if you could afford it, would you do it? And I think that's a question that you should pose to anybody. Would you do it? And I think everybody would. I think a lot of people wouldn't mind choosing the gender of the child. I don't see it as anything wrong or harmful. So I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, you are canoodling at night in the hope of making a child, and if your dream is to have 3 girls, then why not just let them choose the gender of the child and have 3 girls? I don't really see the big issue with it. Obviously, I would rather not do it. I'll do it traditionally and not waste 14 grand just to get a boy. Yes, I want a boy. So next lady that I want to date, your boy. We're having a boy. But yeah. That's just the way it is. Do comment down in the section below what you think about the procedure. Would you do it? Would you not? And why would you not do it if you don't want to do it at all? And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Press the notification bell because I post videos daily. I've been on this thing right now. I ain't missed a day yet. So make sure y'all join me on some new news, man. Peace.